Hello, welcome. If you're new, and welcome back. Thanks so much for coming back. So this video is going over the background for story 3, which is a snowflake. The story, they're microfiction. It's really short. I'm just going to read it to you so maybe it helps bring more to the image. Her lashes, her ears, her toes, the cold did touch her nose. You're it, the snowflake implies. The chase is on, a new day begins. So I seem to have a theme where the end of the stories always have the phrase a new day. So I think that is what the name of this 2023 book is going to be when I am done, A New Day. I'm glad that that kind of came to me. That's an exciting piece of the puzzle. So I obviously chose a rather odd shape for this. I'm thinking I might rework these down the road where I just do the normal square canvas shape. But I just thought if I was a kid reading this book, I think I would want something more interesting than a square to look at. And this is the start of their process, really the whole Happy Little Pup process. So I'm happy to go with what I'm inspired by, see how it turns out. This is sped up, so it took me about 35 minutes to do. I have the Happy Little Pup stories published on WordPress. It's happylittlepup.wordpress.com. So that's where I have the stories all published. I also have created iPhone wallpapers and a desktop wallpaper. So if you're interested in those, they're available on the WordPress blog, and you can save and download and use those for those purposes. I also have little audio recordings of the stories. And I definitely have merchandise because who wouldn't want a Happy Little Pup sticker? And I release them when I publish the next story on Redbubble. So Redbubble is where I am doing the majority of my merchandise. I have a very small amount of items on Zazzle, but I seem to want to stick with Redbubble. The art program I'm using is Fire Alpaca. It's free to download. The only glitch, the texting doesn't seem to work. It causes the program to crash. It's a little sad, but I think it's meant to be, because a lot of times I will fall back on font to try and elevate the picture, and this forces me to develop my skills more. I also have videos showing how I made the background for story 1. That story is the Happy Little Pup. And then story 2 is the Happy Little Pup interacting with a monarch butterfly. And the picture of the butterfly I used, it came from 2018. It was in our front yard. This snowflake was December of 2022. It fell on a bag I was carrying, and I was able to take a picture before it melted. So I think that's kind of special. The next stories I do, I also will be using a photo I took. This helps avoid any copyright concerns because I took the image and it's not a picture of something that's copyrighted, it's nature. I also like to record sounds, like ASMR sounds, or in GarageBand, they have some fun instruments that you can record a section and then record several instruments playing together. And I've done that because, again, I don't want all my videos to be just sounds like a crackling fire or, like page turning. So I wanted to be able to have some sort of music to play in the background so I didn't have to talk the whole time. And I've decided to call it Various Vibes because it has a lot of different tunes going on, but I don't mind it personally. I think it's fine. I had someone listen to it and they said, well, it's not super loud and abrasive, so they thought it was okay too. So I wasn't, music blind completely. I did ask them to be nice, to be fair. So maybe they would have critiqued a little harsher had I not censored their response. Anyway, I will just put some of that music from GarageBand, and I looked it up. It does say it's royalty free. GarageBand won't come after anything you make using the songs you publish and produce in the app. So I thought that was really nice. And they pretty much make it hard to not do good music. It's worth checking out GarageBand if you want to play. Anyway, thanks so much for being here, and I hope you enjoy. Have a great rest of your day. Do subscribe if you haven't already. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. After that, those 4,000 watch hours. I'll just put on some nice sounds for you guys to listen to. Thanks for being here. You're awesome, and I hope you have a great day.